Good morning, everybody. This is your girl, Reagan Adams with All Things Reagan. Thank you so much for joining me this morning or whenever you come back. So I'm going to be talking fast because I've got to get out of here. I'm not going to be late for church today because, I get excited about going because I love my church. So anyway, I want to give y'all a short story, and I'm not going to give you all of it because God told me not to, but I still can encourage you a little bit with this story. So a friend of mine told me to do a certain thing with a company. I did it when I first moved here to Texas. Did it, was not really consistent. Like, I added some things, like I did a couple of things with it. I did it when I thought about it, so I was like, okay, yeah, I'm doing it, but I didn't do a lot of it. What ended up happening is one of the head people that sit on a certain board ended up finding me, and they said, hey, I found you and really like what you're doing. I think you would qualify to join this company to do this particular thing. I know I'm being vague, but I can't tell you what it is yet. I know that you would be really, really good at doing this certain thing with this company, and we would really love to have you. We like what we see. They invited me to this particular event that hosts specific things that, and so I can kind of just see what's going on with what they were asking me to do and see if I'm interested in this particular position. It is not a job. Side note, it has to do with my business of Fat Girl Foodinista. That I can tell you, okay? So they invited me to this event, and they said, hey, we want you to come, check it out, and make sure this is something you may be interested in, but we think you will be a really, really good fit. All you have to do is all of this. So the lady gave me like a list of things to do, and said you just need to you're doing all of this already, but just be more consistent, because remember I told you I wasn't doing it. I was just kind of really sporadic. And so ended up, I started saying, well, you know what, this could be a larger opportunity outside of what they're asking me to do. Let me just go ahead and start doing, being more consistent. So I was more consistent, did what she asked me to do. So I'm thinking, it's going to take me a minute to build up to this, because you have to post within this thing. It's got to be hundreds of times. It just does. Because I don't, if you look at my numbers, I don't qualify for this particular thing that they were asking me to do. I don't qualify for it if you're looking at my numbers. And so did it. And the lady reached out to me last Friday. Yes, it was last Friday, and that's when I did the video about check your emails. All right, and check your mail. And so fast forward, this past Friday, she was like, hey, we want you. We're wanting to invite you to be this. We've been checking you out. We've been eyeballing you. We want you. Do you want to be a part of XYZ for this? And I was like, heck yeah. Because one of the things that I've always said that I wanted to do was get paid to eat and travel. I can tell you that part. That's one of the things I said that I wanted to do, was to get paid to eat and travel. And this is on the lines of this happening. Okay. And so, and the crazy thing is, like, even though you're looking at my numbers and they're not what they're supposed to be, one of my particular posts that I made 4 days ago, and this is not posted on social media, so don't try to connect the dots in what I'm talking about. But one of the posts that I made, it got over, in 4 days, it got over 7,500 views. And they're like, this is different. You know what I'm saying? Even though you don't have the post, you have the traction. And so I wanted to encourage you, and I'm going to hop off here real quick. When you are in business, or not even when you're in business, when you are posting consistently, when you are, even if you don't post consistently, because I was not, don't look at your numbers. Sometimes I feel like because I don't have the numbers, nobody's really, I'm not going to say nobody's listening, because I get inboxes all the time where people listen and they thank me and all of that good stuff. But don't get so caught up in your numbers that you feel like you are not qualified. And sometimes by the numbers you feel like you're not qualified, but God will still choose you. He will still call you to do that thing that He wants you to do. And so, listen, I was super excited because, like I said, I didn't think that I was going to get it. Like, I tried to do my best with like posting, but God called me to the front with this. And y'all, I'm telling you, I can't wait to share it. I cannot wait to share it, but I'm so excited about it, because it's just like, What I asked God for, he's actually given to me. I want to get paid to eat and travel. I want to get paid to eat and travel. And I am on the road to being able to do that. And it is a short amount of time because I just started it in August. And again, my posts are not what they are supposed to be. But the person said, you know what? I shared your information with the council board. I like you. I've had my eye on you. Let's do it. Let's do it. So don't pay attention. Keep doing what you are doing. Keep doing what you are doing. Don't put your eyes on the numbers. Don't do it because you will discourage yourself. Remain consistent. And if somebody is helping you, you do what they're asking you to do to the best of your ability and let God do the rest. You do your part and let God do the rest. I'm going to tell you most of the time how this particular thing goes that I'm talking about. Most people have to, well, not most, I'm going to say some people have to actually reach out to the company and ask them to come in. Can I come in and can I be a part of this? I didn't have to do that. I was noticed and highlighted and said, hey, we saw you. Hey, we want you. So I just wanted to encourage you today. It only takes one person. Listen, it only takes one person. You think you need all of these numbers? If they don't, translate into money or translate into action, you having all these numbers, you just got eyes on you, which is great. But you want action. You want traction. And one person, and I actually talked about this, I think, last week. One person can change the trajectory of your life. One person. So if I have 4 people on this video right now, one of these 4 people could change the trajectory of my life. Because I got up and I talked to you this morning and I encouraged you to go do and be better. I told you I'm like your parent. I want to see you win. I want to see you do good things, great things, make the best money, have healthy kids, have a healthy life, live your best life from the inside out. Because why? That is what I'm trying to do. And I want to live by example. I want you to know, man, Reagan, and I'm not telling you it's easy. Let me be very clear. It's not easy. It's not easy. Sometimes I just don't feel like it. Sometimes I don't feel like it. But you know what? If God put something on my heart, I've got to come and talk to you about it. If I'm going through something and I feel like somebody else is going through it, I've got to come and talk about it. Because guess what? You go through it. You go through it. You go through as you keep going. You never stay stuck. I'm not staying stuck in a situation. I don't want you to stay stuck in a situation. I want you to continue to post, continue to do the thing, even if it's not a post, continue to do the thing. Somebody's watching you. I had a dream last night that and these are like, I'm telling you, side note, I keep trying to tell y'all, if you're talking bad about me, talking good about me, listen, God highlights you to me. And I don't speak on it, but I know who you are. Like it's people that don't like me that God has literally highlighted to me in my dream that you watch me. And they are watching you too. They may not hit like, they may not hit share, but they are watching you. And there is one person that will that can change the trajectory in your life. And even if you have somebody that doesn't like you, but they still watch you, you are inspiring them. That's why we say we don't have haters. We don't talk about having haters. We don't care about haters because haters really just like us, right? They like us, but they can't admit it. They can't tell us, and that's fine. Your job is still to inspire them to do and be better, right? Because I'm sure I have helped people that don't tell me. I'm sure I have. And they don't have to tell me because I don't have to know that. Like God knows. And there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about, do you want, not your fame from man, but like, do you want to have do you want your accolades from men or God? I want mine from God because he has the ability to give to me more than man, but he uses man to bless me too. So anyway, I'm off to church. You guys have a blessed day. I hope this helped you guys this morning. I'm super duper hype about church today, and I know it's going to be so good. So you guys have a blessed day, the blessed rest of the weekend, and I'll talk to you later. This is your girl, Reagan Adams with All Things Reagan, and Reagan says, I think it, I see it, I do it. Bye, guys.